Robin, hello.
Hello, Rupert.
Hello,
Can you
Robin.
hear me?
Yes, very well.
Yes, okay. I have a question about free will. Um, I have it right here. What to do if you feel stuck in the belief of no free will? Then what should you do?
Understand that the consciousness that is the essence and nature of your mind is completely free, and use your mind in service of that freedom. So instead of the mind thinking, I have no freedom, think instead, the freedom of consciousness is at my disposal. And the purpose of myself, the purpose of the mind, is to express that quality of freedom, to be informed by that quality of freedom, and to bring that freedom into the world.
Yeah, but somehow that feels fake. I don't know why, but
No,
this is where I get.
what is fake is to feel that consciousness is not free. No, that's fake, because it's based on an illusion. What is the illusion? The belief that consciousness is limited.
Yeah, okay.
But consciousness, that's fake. That's an illusion. It is our experience that consciousness is completely free, unconditioned, unqualified. So it's not about imposing that belief on yourself. I agree that that would be disingenuous or fake, as you say, but it's not about imposing a non-dual understanding on yourself. It's about understanding that the nature of your mind, pure consciousness, is freedom itself. Using your mind in service of and as an expression of that.
And this is where I go in circles, is that for me a part of that is choosing my thoughts. So I feel like that I can choose my thoughts uh, to choose my way back, but to hear to hear the non-duality world say that that's an illusion, that's why I feel stuck. So I feel like I can trace my way back to uh, unbound free will, as to say, just complete free will, but I feel stuck in the feeling of that I cannot choose my thoughts um, to go back. And this is where I go in circles because I watched your videos on do you choose your thoughts, and then you are, uh, um, in a slow way showing that there is no person, and therefore, that's why I feel stuck.
Just, Robin, raise your hand up a minute. Just raise your hand up like this. There, you see, you chose to do that. You could have said no to me if you didn't want to, but you didn't. So be be practical. If you notice that you're lost in sorrow or suffering, use the experience to remind you to trace your way back to your being, rather than engage in an intellectual or academic debate with yourself as to whether or not you have the freedom to choose. No, just go back to your being. It's as simple as raising your hand.
Yeah. And can I genuinely do that? Is that something that is uh, genuinely a choice, or is it something that, uh, yeah, is it genuine?
Yes, it's genuine. So now, Robin, choose or not to raise your hand. I leave it up to you.
Yeah.
Either raise your hand or don't in the next 5 seconds.
Yeah. yeah, then I can raise it, but
you,
it's so
you, you,
contradictory
you
to,
made that choice. You made that choice.
yeah.
Your mind, it's true if you look for the entity, that there was no individual entity that made the choice, but your mind made the choice out of its freedom. It's true, there's no self at the heart of that mind, orchestrating the mind's choices and activities. But nevertheless, your mind made the choice out of its freedom. And its freedom is borrowed from its essence, namely consciousness, whose nature is freedom.
Okay, so I can point my life in a way that is not predestined. I can choose
Yes,
a way
yes,
that
yes.
is not determined. There is a non-determined part also, which we can genuinely say afterwards, he chose to live like that, or he chose to do that.
You can either feel I have no free will at all, or I have complete freedom. Or if you feel I have no free will at all, then that is tantamount to being totally surrendered to God. That's a valid path. I give up my will completely to God's will. I surrender. Whatever God wants for me is perfect. If I suffer, I don't mind. If I'm happy, I don't mind. If I don't mind. Because I've surrendered my free will. That's a valid path. Or take the approach, I'm completely free. And my mind is completely free, and I want to use my mind in service of truth and love and beauty. Now, take either of those approaches, whichever one you are temperamentally suited for. Both would be equally valid, both would be equally true, both would be equally effective. You just choose whichever you prefer.
Okay, and be free. You say be free of free will. Uh, that's also the feeling of the same stuckness. So that path doesn't seem to work for me because.
There's no question of being stuck now, Robin. Don't go back to that. You either surrender your will 100% and accept everything that happens in your life as being given to you for your own good by God. That's total surrender. It's a valid path. It's very effective. No free will at all. You've given up your will completely. Or you make the decision to use your mind and its innate freedom in the service of truth and love and beauty. Just choose from one of those two options.